We're gonna go back to my screen. Share. Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off your, well, you guys, I'll leave your mics on. If you have any questions, just let me know while we do this. But I'm going to go through. Do you have any questions before I get started?
Nope.
Everyone doing okay? You're alive? You're not coughing or anything? I don't know.
My fridge went out yesterday.
Oh no.
But I found well, it went out the night before, and I found another one for $3.25 until you can't order a new one right now because they'll just leave it out on your doorstep. They won't even come in your house.
Oh my gosh.
So Terry and I decided, you know what, we're just gonna wait until after this cools down, and we'll go pick one that we really like, and then hopefully they'll deliver it inside the house, because it was no good for me to have it out brand new and sitting out there when I didn't have a dolly to bring it in. So.
Oh my gosh.
That sucks.
Oh my gosh. That's major.
Yeah. But I found a good deal on it's practically brand new. Elderly lady had bought it for $3.25, and it's what is it, Cherry? It's a Whirlpool. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. All right. Okay. Well, I'll get started here. I'm gonna minimize this. Whoops, I didn't mean to click yet. Back. All right. You just get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. So this is my creating content for social media class. And really my big thing in this is all about generating conversations, because that's the biggest thing that you should be doing on social media, whether it's on your business or personal. Mostly I'm talking about business, but I think this relates to if you're using your personal page to get referrals as well. And really, this is a long quote from Mark Zuckerberg, really about why they started Facebook, or how they built Facebook. And yes, he built it to make money, I'm sure, but he was, trying to, he says, we built Facebook to help people stay connected and bring us closer together with people that matters to us. And so this whole quote goes on to say, and let me back up, this is from something he talked about in 2018, when they changed a bunch of the algorithms, meaning when you're on your news feed, why do you see what you see? And so they changed all those, and their big reasoning for changing them was that they wanted you to start seeing more of what you want to see. He says, it's crowding out the personal moments, that lead us to connect more with each other. So yes, they want less just straight ads from places, and less stuff that people they're just gonna look at but maybe not click on or interact with. They want stuff that people feel connected to and actually interact with. And so this has a little bit to do with things that rank posts. And so the average time people actually spend on it, so whether they sit there and watch it, and this, you can see this is a video post, so people are gonna watch it longer because it's a video. If someone actually takes a post and shares it via Messenger, that ranks it more, because not only are you commenting publicly, but if you feel that it's so important that you need to directly share it with someone, then that must be something that matters to people. When people reply to comments on a video, not just a comment, but when they reply to a comment, that means it's engaged. Because if people just say, awesome, that's cool, no one's gonna really get engaged with that. But it's when someone says something we disagree with, or someone says something, ask the question that we respond to. Right now you see all those posts where they're posting a picture of where you can find all the movies, or all the, I saw one with all the different drinks in them, and it's a painting or a picture, and you can go in and check and find all of those. And that's making people engage and comment. I saw someone, they actually said, oh, it's the Bigfoot movie. And that made me reply to their comment. And I'm like, no, it's Harry and the Hendersons. There's a big difference between Bigfoot and Harry and the Hendersons. Anyway, it's not the same. I mean, he is Bigfoot, but the movie's not called Bigfoot. So anyway, Overall engagement, you know, how many people are liking it, loving, laughing at it, commenting, clicking on it, sharing it. That's the overall engagement. When it's posted, obviously they're going to keep fresher, more newer things will go, you should see more recently. But you know, if it's a piece from 3 days ago and people are still commenting on it and there's a new comment on it, that's going to show as well. Commenting on or liking person's photo or status update, the story type. So these are all just different ways that affect how your posts are ranked on newsfeed. And this is in 2018 when they changed some of the algorithm. This is what they were really looking at is over here is someone commenting. They're actually taking time to write a comment versus if it's just, this is why I tell people if you make those Remax Hustle videos, upload it to your Facebook and don't just upload it to YouTube and get someone to click out of Facebook and not interact in Facebook, because Facebook hates when you leave their platform. And so when someone clicks on something and doesn't bother to go back in there and comment or share or anything like that, when they click and leave that platform, Facebook gets upset, so they dock that a little bit. And it's not that, you know, this doesn't help with the overall engagement, but the clicking and just watching something without commenting, sharing, or reacting to it, it makes it so Facebook feels like it's just a passive thing. Like, how many times have you seen the same quotes posted and you just kind of roll past them because you're used to seeing them? So that's, whoops, gosh, I'm keep scrolling a little too fast. That is how they're ranking those interactions. So what they really want are those active interactions, like we suggested, commenting. And they mean commenting, I guess they look at some posts and they see some as engagement bait, meaning comment below with a arrow, or you have to comment to win something like that. Even sometimes can get docked. Yes, it works. You might get a lot of comments, but Facebook might not rank you as above someone who organically is getting more comments. People messaging you because of it. So let me show you. I was on our page, but I'll just use this one. So now you can, here it is. So if you post something, there's the option to get messages. And so if you put that in there and someone messages you because of a post, or you're about to post on your page and you click that get messages button right there. Whoops, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Right there, then that's going to encourage people to message you. And so that's the other thing that they like. Sharing both publicly, you share with everyone, or privately in a message we talked about. And even Facebook ranks it well if people are using those reaction faces. So how do you get people to do that with your post? You really need to figure out what's going to get them to respond. Don't be afraid. Yeah, and I think you guys already know what gets people to respond if you really think about it, but it's also kind of fun to use those insights that we have. So if you look into, since I'm already on this page, I'll go in here, insights, you can go in and see what posts are getting ranked better. I know without even clicking in here, this is taking a very long time to go in because I have so many things going on. But I already know every time I post a content calendar, that gets really good interaction. That's people like when I share information that's useful to them, so they are going to interact with it more. Here was working from home. These were different websites people could use to work from home. That actually had more of a reach than my content calendar, but I had 50 people engage with my content calendar. So those are the types of things we look for, that we say, okay, well, these are the types of posts I should be doing, right? Whereas when I just shared a video from Tom Ferry, and it was a video off of YouTube, I only got 1 engagement. So, you know, Facebook again doesn't like it when you're trying to encourage someone to go off their platform. So what kind of things can we use? We know we should be using photos, video, taking polls and asking questions. I think all the posts right now where people are simply saying, what are you cooking for dinner tonight? What books are you reading? Those type of things. People like to talk about themselves, let's be honest. Real estate agents like to talk about themselves, yes, but really a lot of people on Facebook do. So when you ask them a question, it gives them a reason to comment and a reason to respond. And when they do respond, make sure you comment back. You know, if someone says, oh, I'm making homemade mac and cheese tonight, you can say, oh, great, what kind of cheeses do you use in it? Or my grandma used to make the best homemade mac and cheese. React to it, because that's gonna help with your ranking on your newsfeed. Use reactions. Don't, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I know you've seen them where people say, use the smiley face if you feel that if Olive Garden's your favorite restaurant. Use the laughing face if Texas Roadhouse is your favorite restaurant. Or like, which restaurant do you miss the most? Use a different reaction. Or how do you feel about being stuck at home? React this way. Are you losing your mind? Use the angry face. Are you still catching up on tons of Netflix and fine? Use the happy face. So asking people to react to your posts. Tell stories. So use photos to tell stories. I think Tony does a good job of this already. If you look at his Instagram, you know Tony is, well, he was when we could go to the gym, right? Sorry, Tony, but when he could go to the gym, we knew he was hitting the gym, he was hitting the sauna, he was using photos to show that he was going at it. And you can also use video, talk about what you did that day, that, you know, tells your story. And so those are things people will interact with stories. They want to get to know you. They want to hear your story. Make longer videos. And I say that because, especially if it's a live video, if you start going live, people pop on at different times. And so that gives them a longer chance to pop on. But also because the longer a video is, the longer people stay on it and stay more engaged. And so that helps with your ranking. If you know you're gonna do something live, like maybe next week you're gonna share stuff about buying a home during this crisis, or maybe you're going to talk to a lender and go live and see what goes on with that, because you can invite people to be live with you. So that might be something you want to consider. Or maybe you're gonna talk about reasons to still sell your home right now. Promote it beforehand. Make a graphic that says, hey, I'm going live next week. And while you are live, ask for that engagement. Say, hey, how's everyone doing today? Comment and let me know how many days has it been since your last toilet paper run? Comment below. Like, make it fun, make it funny. I often use this example as, if you're touring a house, check out 2 different things. Hey, I love the kitchen, but how about this outdoor kitchen? Where would you find yourself cooking the most if you were in this home? So think of what questions to ask while you're live to get people to comment. Add to your Facebook stories. That's using your mobile device. It's just adding on there. And if you're connected, if your Instagram is connected to Facebook, here, let me see. All right, we gotta pull up my photos here. Okay, so if your Instagram is connected to Facebook, so you see you have your Instagram right here. If you start and you make a story, like right now I'm on Remax's, we're doing our Facebook content class right now. Hey everyone. That will not only go on my Instagram story here, it will then post to my Facebook page. So it just gives me more content by just creating one video. And if you do something where it's just text, like I know you guys have seen this a ton, and at first I thought, why are people doing that? But now I understand why, because it gives it a graphic quality. What podcasts are you listening to? My lag is making this hard to right now. And you take that little graphic button right there, the little A with the different colors, you can make it that other color. And Facebook actually loves these. They love that people are using this. And that's just another way to get people to interact with your page. So if you're just going to use text, use that and make it a graphic. And then there are Facebook groups that allow you to post as your business page. So look for those ones. They allow you to join as your business page. You can comment on things as your business page. So if I'm on here and I want to comment as, let's see, I just set up one of our new agents' Facebook pages. So if I wanted to comment as Diana, I can click right here and change what business page, or I can comment as my personal, but I can change it to my business page and then comment on as my business page. And so people will see my business page interacting. All right, so here's some of the resources I like. You all know I like Canva. I'm actually gonna do a class next Friday on Canva. I think it's Friday, yeah, because I've had a couple people ask me about that one. Move you all over here. So I'm gonna, Canva's over here, minimize it. And then,
can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so back to when you say you can comment, because I was in there, I went to go look and check real quick. So if I change it from Tony to Tony Martinez Remax North, now as I comment under that, they'll be able to see my business page. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, they will, yeah. Now, depending on the business page, some business pages, like they don't, it's kind of strange. Like I've seen, let me just try it with this one. I love Gary V's Daily V. Let's see if it's, okay, so see that? It's commenting as my business page. I have seen it where my comments from the business page they don't rank as well as someone commenting as themselves. So they might kind of disappear in there, but the business page will get notified, and then they can choose to still allow you to comment that way, or it still might rank well if others reply to yours. So yeah, it is an option.
But be careful because, right? Because
some business pages don't like you doing that.
And that's what I changed it back to Tony.
Yeah. Well, that and on some groups don't want you commenting as your business page. So yeah, it depends on the group and all that. So you do have to be careful.
Okay.
So yeah, any other questions, guys?
Nope.
Okay. So Canva, that's that graphic design app. It's a very easy program to use. It already has templates where you can click and drag things in and change the fonts and add photos. PhotoFi is a Remax app, where it's branded for Remax, I should say. And you do have to pay $4.99 a month if you continue using it after the 90-day free trial that they have. But you can see it is, let me bring up my camera so I can see myself. Okay, you can see it's branded for Remax. So it has templates. So if I click photos and collages, no, let me go templates. My dogs are barking out there. You can see it already has Remax ones that you can plop your home or another picture in there. So that's one reason I like it, is it's all branded already. I should add Design Center in here too, through Remax.net. I think Design Center is very easy to use to make social graphics.
So sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
That photo file, you can post it on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, because I saw an agent in California, I guess he was using all kinds of different pictures and he had his branding on there, and I was trying to figure out, I'll have to go in there and check it out.
You can do ones where it's it's a video, so they're video templates too, and so you can upload a video into the frame, and so the video gets plopped and the frame goes around it. So there's lots of pretty cool things you can do.
Or a picture?
Yes, or a picture.
Okay.
And so, yeah, there's tons of picture templates. It allows you to just type in your name and information, and it's free again for the first 3 months, and then $4.99 after. I think, I know Robbie Medina has been using it a lot, so I'm sure others, but yeah, it's a neat program. InShot is a video editing tool. It's pretty easy to use as well. There's a free version and then a paid for version. And it, if you say, I want my video to be sized for Facebook, Facebook stories, YouTube, Instagram, it will take whatever video you have and resize it to fit there. So I think that's the part I like about it the most. But it does have some generic music you can add into it, and it lets you crop things, and it lets you do a bunch of stuff. So it's fairly user friendly as well.
Going back to that photo file, because I just looked it up. It says in-app purchases. Where do you find out that you get it 3 months free through Remax?
There's actually a PDF I have that tells Remax people how to do it, because I think you have to do something specifically. Like you actually have to go into Remax.net and find your Remax user ID and plug it in. And so let me send out that PDF after this.
Okay.
Okay. Remax Hustle, let me just write that down because I'll forget. So I'll send it out to everyone again. Remax photo file, it's probably been a while. Directions. Okay. RemaxHustle.com, that's where you can make the custom YouTube videos, or put them on Facebook. Doesn't have to be YouTube. I think that's a neat way to make content branded for you, and it's free and easy to use. If you haven't joined the Remax Creative group, search for Remax Creative on Facebook. You'll find the group and you can request to join it. And I need to share more in there, but I used to share a lot and I still try to, but there's a bunch of creatives and we make a lot of things that are branded just for Remax. So they don't say Remax North San Antonio, they just say Remax. And it's a rule to know that if something is branded generically for Remax, everyone can use it. So you don't have to ask every time, can I use this? That's what that group is for, is sharing content. Now you will see people who shared something that's branded and they just say, this is an example, this is how I made it, but it's to give you ideas of other things to make. So it's a really great group. There are, I don't know if it's over, I don't know, there's a lot of agents in there, maybe over 100,000, but it's huge. So check that out. I might be way off with the numbers, but there's a lot of people in there. Google Alerts. I wanted to show you this because I think this is a neat thing that people don't know about. If you log into your Gmail or Google account and you go to google.com/alerts, you can set up these things called alerts. And I'm going to show you what they look like, and then I'll show you how to set them up. Let me go into my email. Alerts. Oh, on Word one go. Shoot. There's one. Google Alert. Texas real estate. Let's look at that one. So this is an alert for Texas real estate. And you can see basically it's looking on any news sites, blogs and things, and it's looking for where the words real estate in Texas both appear. Okay. And so I also have, so it's a good way to say, oh, like let's say this was in San Antonio, a real estate building. You can click on the article, and then that gives you a piece of content, an article to share to your social media pages. So that goes in there. And then usually there's a share button somewhere on the story. There's the Facebook share, and you can share it. So the way you set those up is if you log into Google and you go to google.com/alerts, is you just say, I want to create an alert about something. And you can see I have alerts for my name, Helotes Real Estate, Remax San Antonio, even Rich. I want to make, and Tabor. I want to make sure if someone says something about our company or about, you know, us, I know. And it's also kind of a public relations type thing where we make sure we watch out what's going on and what kind of news is put out there. But here I could put Bernie Real Estate. It's even going to show me what kind of articles and stuff is going to appear. It's a search, much to explore in Bernie, Hill Country Luxury. So then I can create an alert, but if you look, there's these options. How often? Once a day. You know what, if you want all these sources, I just leave it usually only the best results and deliver it to me. I usually like, you know, at most once a week. As it happens, that means every time something came on the news about what you want to know about, it would email you. And sometimes you get a lot of emails, especially if it's Texas real estate or San Antonio real estate. So it's just an easy way to get alerted when they're talking about things that are important to us. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. So before I get into these last two, there's two that I should have added on here. RPR has a lot of great stats that you can create into graphics. So think about going and looking on like RPR for graph things that you can put on like a Canva graphic or use elsewhere. And Independence title. If you need to let me know, I will connect you with Michelle. But they send out awesome stat sheets once a month. And actually, it's a link on their website, and they just change the password to get in. And they compare year-over-year data, and they have beautiful graphics on there that you can take some of the numbers and compare. You know, home sales is up in a specific zip code so much percent. You can compare them, and I love that for a resource because it allows you to have some other content to post out there. So Independence title is great as well. And Texas A&M Real Estate Research Center, if you ever search them, they have a whole area of statistics as well that you can find. Just look for Texas A&M Real Estate Research Center and just search for that. They have a ton of stuff. I'm going to skip over Melanie, but if you search creating content, and I'm going to post this whole thing to our Facebook group page, but if you search for this, she goes through how she took 2 videos and made 30 pieces of content. And I'm going to show you, she got this idea from my man, Gary Vee. And basically, Gary Vee put out this slideshow about a year and a half ago. And it goes through how you can take one long form piece of content, usually a video, should be a video, and then make tons of other pieces from it. So this is for someone who, I can see Tony really getting into this, but it is not for someone who just wants to do something quick. It is quick and easy to an extent. But essentially what they do is show you how it says document pillar content. So that's one long, I don't know if you hear my kids screaming, but anyway, one long form piece of content like a video. And then they're basically taking it and saying, you can cut this up and make short videos, little clips. You can take quotes out of your video and make quote graphics. You can do little just screenshots of the video and add in a quote from it. You can write a longer article and attach the video. So they go through and show you that by doing all this, you can post to Facebook, you can post to Instagram. There's so many different pieces of content you can create just for making one video. So it's a really, really neat concept. And a lot of people are doing it these days. It's just an easier way to do that. So that's the Gary Vee content model. Is that all my slides? I think so, yes. Was there something else? Let me think. Nope. Do you guys have any questions?
Nope. Nope. The only one I wanted to know about is the photo file, but you're going to send that out later.
Photo file, yes, I will send you that. Any questions, Francis?
No.
And that last one that you talked about, Gary Vee, you can just go onto his Facebook page and find it?
Yeah, I can send you this link, specifically the Gary Vee content model. I like this because if you look, it's a slide share. So he actually goes through and does a whole presentation where you can read this whole thing. Okay. And I think he has a video somewhere about it too that goes through the whole thing, but he shows you like, here he has a daily vlog where he like creates a long video, and then he creates all this micro content, which is all the smaller content from it.
Yeah,
and
cool.
It's very cool, and it's everything from like, here's how to promote that longer video, but also how to make it into smaller content. Even like, here's how to post it, here's how to. So if you go through this, this slide share is really good, but he does have some, I think he has this on video somewhere. I'll try to find it.
Okay.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And we have tons of stuff going on next week, including another happy hour on Wednesday. So hopefully
I'll try to make it on that one.
Well, hopefully Wednesday you will.
Is happy hour a real happy hour?
Yeah, like we sat around and all of us had drinks, and there was about 9. I think there was 9 of us that joined, and we just chatted. Rich was on, so he was answering questions, and then we were just talking about what we were doing, and some people showed off their pets, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to come on.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.